Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Misha. Thank you guys for joining me yet again for another review. We are back, sorry I'm late, with another review for Married to Medicine Season 9, Episode 10. If you are new here, then welcome. I give lighthearted reviews with a little bit of laughter and a little bit of shade and a whole lot of detail. If you're back for a second or third time, then welcome back. Y'all, please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Share with a friend. Hit that notification bell so that you will be updated each and every time I upload a video. Now, child, let's get into it if we gonna get into it. When the episode first opens up, it's Christmas time. We see the families at home. They're decorating, spending time with the kids. Contessa told Layla, she's like, you need to write your list or Santa gonna bring you some coal. She said, oh, I want coal because with enough pressure, it turns to diamonds. Oh, okay. Well, touche. Child, these kids be too smart, honey. You can't even make a man with coal no more, honey. If my mama would have told me I was getting some coal, you best believe I would have been writing that list. But not these kids. Well, it makes diamonds. Girl, goodbye. Moving forward. So in the next scene, Cecil and Simone, they're hosting Eugene and Toya and Audra and Martin for dinner as well as Quad. Now listen to me, y'all. Every time I see Quad by herself, I always think, you're not even married to medicine, my dear. Shout out to Mariah. Every time I see Quad alone, I always think about what Mariah said. So Toya asked Audra why she got on jeans, but she wasn't the one that originally asked. It was Quad. She was like, girl, you got on your denim, honey. Denim. Honey, she had on her denim jeans. So Toya was like, why do you have on jeans? Well, baby, what she say that for? Baby, Audra said, look, I'm keeping it real. In her confessional, she was like, when I go to my friend's house, I don't wear a gown. Okay? Her husband said, I might wear a smoker's jacket next time. Listen, I'm with Audra on this part. I wear jeans and sneakers, honey. I come to be comfortable. Audra said, filming well. Now, you are on a TV show, so you have to zhuzh it up just a little bit more. But in real life, I am not about to dress up for y'all, honey. Y'all know me. So as they're sitting at the table, Cecil is telling them that they're writing their book and they wanted them to come and speak to them about what they've been going through in their relationships. Side note, are Simone and Cecil going to have a focus group every episode? Like, just write the book, honey, so we can read the book about what the book gonna be about? Like, my God. So anywho, Audra was like, well, does it speak to every generation? Are you in a relationship? What are you talking about? Does it speak to every generation? What does that have to do with anything? So Eugene said, well, what's your generation? Audra said, oh, I was born in 1990. Y'all listen to me. If Audra was born in 1990, I am the curious case of Benjamin Button. It ain't no way, honey. Ain't no way. It is no way. Why would they cast someone so much younger than the entire cast? Than all of them? Child, no wonder she wearing her Guess jeans to dinner. She don't know no better. So everybody looking like, girl, what the hell? Here go Quad in her mind, honey, because I don't know what she's thinking, but I assume she over there thinking, girl, I know you fucking lying. I know she thinking that. So Cecil was like, dang, they were born after we graduated from college. 1990? Okay. Child, that's crazy. So Martin was just sitting at the table and he asked, after 25 years, do they tend to, romanticize the hard times that they had in the past? So Eugene was like, well, you know what? I think I've been married long enough to answer this question. He said it depends on the ebb and flow of your relationship that day. That determines how you look at the past. If you mad, you going to think back and be pissed about what happened in the past. If you happy, you going to be like, you know what? It wasn't that bad. I agree. I definitely agree with you, Eugene. It's all about perspective and it's all about where you are in your headspace and where you are in that moment. So I totally agree with that. So he asked, should he just walk away when they're getting into it or what should he do? And Toya was like, you can't walk away. Okay. Cause you married. You can't sleep alone. You be hoping that they don't get into bed with you. All of that. But you can't leave. When you're single, you be like, this dude getting on my nerves. I'm going to go ahead and go over here. But when you married, you got to tough it out. And I'm going to just say this. For me, I don't ever want to live with another man. Now, I know that might sound crazy to some, but I don't want to live with you. I want us to have our own separate spaces. Even if somebody tricks me into marriage again, honey. Oh, child, which I never want to do again. But even if somebody says, will you marry me? And I accept under the condition that you remain in your own home. Now, that's my new normal. I don't know about everybody else, honey, but I need my space, child. And I have been through so much with the moving in and the moving out and the kicking down of the doors, honey. I done been through. Okay, so for me, you're going to have to move in your own place, honey, and stay in your own place. But we can still be together, just not live together. Anywho, moving forward. So Cecil was like, y'all are partners. You got to figure it out. So Toya said, yeah, that's the same with friends. Well, baby, what she say that for? Audra is ready. Okay, she is sitting on ready. So she was like, yeah, because I'm just like this. How do I let my guard down with friends when, Toya, you said I was a bad attorney when I've never been your attorney. And I've also heard that you talked about me wearing my champion outfit in Vegas. Listen, for me, the Vegas Strip is to be comfortable. I remember my very first time in Vegas. I was trying to zhuzh it up, honey, thinking I was really going to get into it in them heels and all that stuff. No, I quickly found out that to walk up and down that strip, honey, you need to be as comfortable as you can be, honey. Cotton, the fabric of our life. Honey, we need to be wearing cotton and sneakers. In the summer, it's hot as hell. And in the winter, it's cold as hell. So make sure that you got comfort over everything. Like if y'all accept Contessa and her cotton candy wigs, then please leave this woman in her comfort alone. So Toya said, well, I want to address the champion thing. She said, okay, well, let's talk about it. Well, child, let's get into it if we're going to get into it then. So she was like, yeah, we were all in Vegas and you had on champion. Audra said, if Toya wants to be my stylist, she can finance it. And child, Toya can barely finance her own life. She ain't about to finance being no stylist for you. Toya isn't used to people living within their means. And that's the problem now. Everybody want to put on. Everybody want to be wearing these labels. It's okay. If you like labels and that's your thing, that is your thing. But don't put down other people because they want to be frugal. Don't do that. So Toya was like, if we're all hanging out and you looking like you looking, it's basically a no for her, big dog. So Audra was like, I don't care about labels. And Toya said, well, I don't care about labels either. She said, yes, you do. So in the confessional, Quad said, Toya is being judgmental because her self-esteem is still wrapped up in labels, still tacky and misled. Okay. Tacky Toya stay worried about the wrong thing. If you worry less about her champion, you may be able to sit still and stop having your mail transferred every season. I'm just saying. So then Cecil switches gears, honey, because how did this become about you and Toya? Okay? What are you even saying right now, Audra? This was not the place for that. Now, I respected what you were saying because, honey, don't come grinning in my face and then you talking about what I got on behind my back. But right now, we're talking about relationships. So Quad asks, how do you accept an alpha female and still have your masculinity? Here goes Cecil. I'm going to let Eugene answer that. Not Cecil being shady. So Eugene said, I'm not in charge of her. She not in charge of me either. But I did choose someone that wouldn't let me run over them. But on the flip side, they might run over you. So, he said he likes when Toya goes off on other people, just not on him. Oh, Toya definitely wears the pants in that relationship, honey, and they ain't fooling me. Moving forward. So Simone said, that they were going to write a special chapter just for Cecil and Eugene called Vulnerability. So Eugene was like, I'm very vulnerable. Toya said, no, you are not. So then he said, okay, so here goes a vulnerable moment. So he tells her that he's sorry that he wasn't a team player last year. And she's like, you know what? We good. But honey, the look on your face says that y'all are not good. But she said they good, so I guess they good. But something else is going on behind Toya's eyes. Did y'all see how she was looking? I don't know, Eugene. You better pay attention, honey, because she is still not all the way invested in you or this apology. And when I was looking at her, I was like, could there be some truth to what the neighborhood is talking about? Because baby, she sure don't look happy. Moving forward. So Cecil asked Martin, he was like, listen, you guys are new to the group. So we want you to share one thing that's going on in your relationship. So he said Audra prioritizes things that he does not prioritize. And he wants to know if he should go tit for tat. And Quad is telling him, don't do that. Okay, because that's not a good look. That happened in my marriage. And once that's introduced, it's going to basically be a fool. So please don't do it. And it really isn't a good thing because nothing gets solved trying to one up each other. And in that moment, y'all become adversaries. And it's like, listen, how do I then go and sleep with my opponent? So you trying to run up me and you playing tit for tat. That's some toxicity. Okay, now I have been in relationships like that. You do something to me, I do something to you. I do something to you, you do something to me. It never ends well. Okay, never. In the next scene, Quad is at home and her party planner stops by to help her plan her holla slay party. I like that name. I think I'm gonna steal that. Okay, holla slay. So she's helped Quad plan shindigs in the past, and Quad is throwing a holla slay housewarming party. And baby, the party planner said, you know what, let's just try out some things. We can put some things there, and if we don't like them, we can just take them away. That's as they're walking through the home. Quad said, oh no ma'am, honey, that requires money. Quad said, listen, I don't waste money. That's not me. I'm Webb. That's more like Harris. Y'all always saying something to Toya. Child, Toya and Eugene's last name should have been Jones, honey, because they dang gonna show try to keep up with them. In the next scene, Anila is at home in her matching holiday pajamas with the family. Child, Anila can't even make hot chocolate. Anila really don't know how to do nothing but blog. Like nothing. So they're at home making gingerbread houses and whatnot. And Anila was saying, as a kid, even though this is not their religion, their mom made sure that, they celebrated. They had a tree, they had presents. And Dr. Kieran was saying that now they do that for their own children. And, they just make sure that everything is, holiday-like for their kids. So Anila's mom is asking if it's been good since they've been there. Ma'am, they hate it as much as we do through the screen. Okay? Just so we're clear. So she was like, I don't like that my mom still treats me like I'm a child. Well, Anila, I do know the feeling, especially when you're a grown adult with your own kids. But Anila, you don't present as an adult. So she treats you as such. You don't know how to boil water. You don't know how to take care of your kids. You can't make them get in the bed. You can't make them take a bath. You don't know how to clean up your house. You don't know how to do anything. And so therefore, and thus and such, she treats you like a child. So her mom is asking about Miss Gomez and was saying that Miss Gomez didn't give 2 weeks and she should have gave more notice. Anila said, well, she had a family emergency. She was like, well, you didn't put the emergency part last time. She said, okay, she had a family emergency. She had to go. Miss Gomez was just tired of you making her do everything. So she went into early retirement. Honey, she got sick of y'all. And I do not like that Anila's mom tried to blame this whole entire mess on Miss Gomez not giving 2 weeks notice. Ma'am, please have several seats. Honey, several. But side note, Miss Gomez, I'm speaking directly to you, honey. Call me because I could use your help twice a week. I promise not to work you as hard as Anila, and I pay well. Child, y'all know she in Houston, honey. I need some help with this kid, child. Oh, honey, if it's only 2 days a week. So basically, Anila's storyline is her being a struggling parent and arguing with her mama. Got it. It's the day of Quad's party. Everybody's getting, their zhuzh together to get ready to go to the party. Quad is getting things together at her home. So Toya and Eugene are getting ready. And she said last time she went to Quad's house, she felt disrespected. So she decided to do unto others as they've done unto her. So she starts putting together this basket with this t-shirt in it that says diva. It stands for divorced and voluptuous and authentic or something. I don't know, child. It was just some stupid shirt. And then she put a Snuggie in there. And so, they were wondering like what the Snuggie is for. Here go Eugene in the confessional talking about the Snuggie is for those cold nights. When you need somebody or whatever. Eugene, stay out of women's business. Okay, you sit right up in these confessionals and get real catty. But then when somebody come at you, then it's a whole problem. Okay, I'm pretty sure that Quad ain't gonna care nothing about this Snuggie and nothing about this $9.99 t-shirt. Toya, try again. Moving forward. In the next scene, Audra and Martin, they show up like they want an episode of MTV Cribs, honey. They get to Quad's house. This is nice. Oh, wow, such high ceilings. Baby, they were so impressed, honey. Yes, inspiration. Audra said this was a black woman that did this all by herself, honey, and did. So child, Carrie is there. Hey girl, honey, Carrie gonna show up and be silent if she don't do nothing else. So then Toya arrives with this basket. So Quad reads the shirt and she's like, oh, thank you. She said, I am a diva. So she's reading all the acronyms, right? And she was like, thank you, Toya. Here go Toya. Merry Christmas. I can't stand these apples. Why in the world am I embarrassed for Toya, honey? She tried to be shady with that picnic basket, and Quad was so thankful and unbothered. Honey, it did not land at all. It did not give what you thought it was going to give. I hollered at that moment. Ma'am, once again, try again. Thanks for coming. So Anila arrives. Why does she bring her parents everywhere she goes? I thought she needed them to help with the children. They ain't never with the children. They always with you. So anyway, she brought this woman named Zaina, right? So Heavenly tells us that Zaina and Toya used to be friends, but they are not friends anymore. So Toya is like, oh, I see you have on your figure skating outfit again, Anila. Toya, why are you so concerned with everyone's style of dress? Contessa wears a sequin to go grocery shopping. I'm going to have to throw Contessa in there every chance I get, honey, because if y'all ain't said nothing to Tessa, then y'all don't need to be saying nothing to Anila. And also, people wear sequins during the holiday season, especially around Christmas and New Year's Eve. So what are you even saying? Girl, anywho, so Quad comes out and tells them that it's time to move to the resort area, as Quad calls it. Honey, I call it the courtyard and whatnot. So child Contessa saw those s'mores. She's like, this is the best party ever. I love an easygoing person, honey. I love a person that's easy to please, child. Contessa was getting her whole life when she realized she could melt these marshmallows over this open fire, honey. It was everything to her. Do y'all hear me? So Heavenly gonna whisper to Jackie that Anila brought the woman that's been spreading rumors about Toya sleeping with a man in the neighborhood. And Heavenly was like, I think that's messy. It's definitely messy as I'll get out, but Heavenly, you are telling everybody in the party. Keep it to yourself. If they don't know, they don't need to know. Girl. So Quad grabs the mic, honey. She ready to speak her speech. Child, Quad let the people know that she has a dream. That one day men and women, married and divorced, Jews and Gentiles, Catholics and Protestants. Honey, she was giving the Martin Luther King I have a dream speech. Quad. Baby, Quad was patting herself on the back, honey. And I ain't gonna lie to you. I know people want Quad to shut the hell up, but I lived for it. And you know why I did? Because she did it all on her own. And you know they were saying that when she was with Greg, she was a gold digger. And she wasn't gonna never amount to nothing once they got divorced, honey. But she putting on. And she's proud of herself. And I don't blame her for speaking her speech. Honey, speak it. Okay? Speak it. So Simone talking about, we don't need to know what you're doing. We see it. Okay? We see it. It doesn't matter if you see it or not. Listen to it because it's being spoken. Moving forward. So Quad and Anila and Zaina, they're over there to the side. And Anila is upset because Toya made fun of her outfit. Child, don't worry about Toya. She's not happy right now. Everybody wears a little sparkle during the holiday season. It's going to be fine. So the ladies go to sit inside. And the men partake in cigars outside. Side note, not Dr. Damon. Daddy got a little groove to him. And I know he's in a fraternity. But I was like, look at Damon. Got a little rhythm. He was getting it over there. So anyway, the men are talking about Martin getting married, right? So Damon was like, well, I mean, it's really no difference than being engaged. Curtis said, no. Okay. Normally I agree with you, but not right now. So Dr. Kieran was basically telling him that, the pronouns change when you get married. There's no more I. It's only we. I'm going to tell y'all something I love about this show. I love how they stay true to the married part of the title. The show is called Married to Medicine. It is about relationships, and they talk about relationships, and they talk about them often. This is the one show that has not veered away from the original premise. When we watch shows like Love and Marriage, Huntsville, it's a bunch of foolishness, okay? It was originally about the comeback group and, things like that, and then it just veered off into a whole bunch of negativity and toxicity, and it's not the same. Another example would probably be Bell Collective. They came together for one common goal, and that was to revamp Ferris Street. Now it's a whole bunch of cattiness and fussing and hooping and hollering. So I appreciate Married to Medicine staying married to medicine. So inside, Quad is bringing over her friend, honey. Talking about, friend, come to me. Baby, Quad drunk. So Quad bringing over this friend, honey, to talk about their Easter dresses. I'm like, what is happening? So here go Toya, honey. She chimes in. Oh, me and my friend had matching Easter dresses as well. So Quad didn't like that. And Quad gonna say in her confessional, the one thing I want for Christmas is for Toya to shut the hell up. Okay? I am speaking. So please be quiet. So Quad is telling them, honey, please let me talk in my house. Y'all, please let her talk, y'all. Let her talk about the Easter dresses. But why is Quad talking about Resurrection Sunday dresses and Easter baskets? This party is a chaotic mess. Do y'all hear me? This party chaotic as hell. Oh, honey, I don't know what's going on. Oh, this is just so chaotic. So Audra stands up, okay, just out of nowhere. And she starts speaking her speech to Toya about her house. Man, why are you standing up? I was with you on the fashions, but all that mathing ain't gonna work for me. It's too much, and it really didn't give what you thought it was gonna give. It really didn't. So Audrey is like, well, you said you sold your home for $1 million, right? Toya said, I never said that. Flashback to Toya saying that. And so she was like, so baby, she starts calculating. $1 million plus 6.2% APR of the CPS, PS -3, carry to 1, and you have 17,000 liens on your home. So, baby, you're in the red. Have a seat, Audra. Sit on down, baby. Sit on down. So Heavenly in the confessional, she gonna say, where's the HIPAA for law? Because I didn't know you could be putting somebody's business on Front Street like that. Honey, I didn't either. And I don't know why she brought this calculator, honey. She been waiting on this moment. So Toya is like, the fact that you look up people's stuff, like, that's scary. She's like, you need to grow up. So when that happened, Simone is like, well, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and go. Okay, it's been real. It's time for me to go. So Heavenly is like, you're not in control of her. You need to sit down. Sit down, Simone. Nah, I will be Simone. I see it's getting messy, so I'm about to remove myself from the mess. Heavenly, sit back. So Audra is like, well, Simone, she done talking because her friend got called out. So I understand. So then Toya is like, I just want to know why you're so concerned. Honey, I do too. This is giving me Sonya with this manufactured beef. Yes, Toya made a joke saying you weren't a good lawyer, girl. Okay, it was a joke. I didn't take Toya seriously. And I'm going to give it to Toya if she wrong. But I'm also give her props if she right. It was a joke. She wasn't saying that to you seriously. Now, I was on your side with the frugalness of it all, but you doing too much right now. It's like you waited for this moment. Girl. So Anila talking about, what, Toya? What you mean? Anila, sit back, okay? Toya isn't even talking to you. You're getting hyped because you got your little friend and your mama and dad in the other room. Sit back. So Toya said, I'm not talking to you. Honey, I know that's right. So Anila was like, well, you're being disrespectful. So baby, Toya's friend, Carmitha, she was like, no, she's not. Anila said, I'm not talking to you. She said, oh, but I'm talking to you though. Anila, girl, you better pipe down, honey, because Carmitha ain't what you want, honey. The name alone says, nuck if you buck, boy, nuck if you buck. Y'all remember Sharkeisha? If you remember Sharkeisha and when Sharkeisha had that fight, just Google the name Sharkeisha and the story is going to come up. Baby Carmitha was giving Sharkeisha, honey. And I was like, Anila, baby, don't get your block knocked off. Girl, get yourself together. So they going back and forth and back. And baby Carmitha gets up. Toya said, I advise you not to talk to her. Baby, she already know what time it is. She already know it's finna be a fool. So, Anila, you have been warned. Moving forward. So Anila is like, well, why do you have her here? Like, she don't even belong here. What does that mean? Why doesn't she belong there? Anila, nah, don't start. What do you mean she don't belong there? So Quad gets up and she's like, Carmitha, not in my house. Carmitha, sit down, girl, sit down. Baby, Carmitha was on go. Wasn't gonna be nothing left but glitter when she got done pouncing on Anila. Anila, you showing out. Okay, you showing out. So then Anila starts going on about the lady, Zaina, and how they were best friends. Toya said, nobody's friends with the neighborhood. I think they all drunk. Not nobody's friends with the neighborhood. So Zaina pipes up and she's like, oh, yeah, you're saying I'm a nobody to you because you don't want me to open my mouth. Well, girl, if you're going to say something, honey, speak your speech then. What you got to say? Say it. If not, then sit back. So Toya said, what does she know? I don't know her. So then Heavenly leans over and tells Toya that they were saying that she was sleeping with somebody in the neighborhood. Well, baby, what she say that for? Toya said, one of you said I slept with somebody in the neighborhood? Who? Who said it? I will put my shoe in your face. Who said it? I said, oh, child. Carmitha and Toya. Oh, it's about to be on in here. Crickets. When I say crickets, Anila, why aren't you and Zaina speaking? Why y'all not saying nothing? And I'm going to have to tell y'all this. Hey, they panned over to Contessa, and Contessa is me. The whole time she was eating. I was like, I know that's right, girl. You been eating since you got here. One thing Contessa going to do is eat. And Contessa, ain't you supposed to be getting ready for the bodybuilding experience of it all? Child, this was a whole fool. And that was the end of the episode. I'm telling you right now. They keep on poking Toya, and eventually she going to erupt. And we going to see her erupt next episode. Now, I don't condone violence. I don't know how the episode is going to play out. But y'all, we going to watch it together. Anila, you brought this woman to be messy. And then I see in the preview for next episode, you're telling Heavenly that she started the mess. Now, Heavenly, you did have a hand in the mess, but, you already knew what you were doing by bringing this woman. It's giving Sheree and Fatum. And y'all know I can't stand Fatum, okay? Anywho, y'all comment down below and tell me exactly what you thought about this episode. Tell me what you thought about Kamitha getting up, about to be Sharkeisha. Let me know how you feel about Toya and Audra. Who is right and who is wrong? I was with Audra when she was talking about the fashions, okay? But girl, when you just start getting up out in people's finances and stuff like that, that's tacky. Honey, maybe Audra will be a little bit better in other episodes, but this episode here was not a good look. Child, y'all comment down below and tell me exactly what you thought. I will catch y'all on the flip side. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, spread love, not germs. Peace.